inside Luigi Serafini's Impossible House. How do you live inside a cosmogony, inside a Renaissance manuscript, inside an encyclopedia you can't even read, inside an endless, gruesome carnival? Today, we're going to find out, since we're stepping into a house that isn't really a house. Its pages, its words, its bizarre illustrations, hybrid creatures, chimeras, a tightrope between illusion and reality, fantasy and razor-sharp order. But unfortunately, these very walls are now threatened by knights who might as well have walked straight out of this very same fairy tale. Really. The moment you step in, you're greeted by eggs, crocodile style, vegetal women, Pulcinella dinosaurs, blue bulls,
very crooked nose. He lived in the log hut and they called him Old Man Mo.
ocean clocks,
Early one morning, I knocked at his door. I didn't hear a single sound. I ain't gonna do it no more. Cause I believe, I believe, I believe that Old Man Mo's dead. I'm telling you, I believe. I believe, I do believe that Old Man Mo's dead now. Mo's kick a bucket, Mo's kick a bucket, Mo's kick a bucket.
and giant insects.
Mo's kick a bucket, Mo's kick a bucket, Mo's kick a bucket. We believe
Anyone is welcome because the tenant loves opening his door and his world. And many, many people have passed through it and walked in, literally and metaphorically. Film director Fellini, writers Calvino, Manganelli, Sciascia, editor Franco Maria Ricci, and Passepartout Philippe Daverio. Even Borges and Barthes admired his world. The tenant is artist Luigi Serafini, who has spent his entire life at the crossroad of art, design, publishing, theatre, TV, graphic design, and architecture. An explosion of languages and media, from which his world comes alive. Colorful and unsettling, limping and teeming, absurd yet ruthlessly logical. Any contradiction? That's the secret engine of his work. As he says, the medium doesn't matter, the gesture does. Ask Luigi how he started drawing the crooked creatures of his universe and of his most famous creation, the legendary Codex Serafinianus, and he has no idea. He remembers a long pilgrimage across the United States in the 70s when there were 100 million young people out and about. They held the world in their hands, chasing their dreams from coast to coast. How that journey turned into a world book, a medieval-inspired codex written with the devotion of a miniature illuminator, an encyclopedia attempting to catalogue the absurd, the fantastic, the non-existent, that remains a mystery. What we do know is that thanks to the reckless knack of publisher Franco Maria Ricci, in 1981 this madness became a book. And instantly, iconic. Even crazier, he packed all his creatures, nightmares, and hallucinations into an apartment in the dead center of Rome. Luigi's house is the walk-in 3D living and breathing version of his book. You don't enter this home, you dive into it like sinking into the ocean. His creatures watch you, listen to you, follow you from every corner and angle. Just like in the Codex, a hopeless attempt at classification, order, symmetry, Euclidean geometry tries and fails to tame the chaos constantly threatening to swallow everything. Even the colors are wild predators. The blinding red library, the egg yolk yellow studio, the obscene pink kitchen. Under a coat of cheerful paint, everything around you conjures to hide a Bosch-like Babylon, where eggs hatch pulcinellas. Women become carrots. Boys become balls of yarn. Roosters fight in stadiums. Ubu kings fly. An entire army of pulcinellas, reptile pulcinellas, monsters pulcinellas, whisper together in the dark. Luigi dedicated a whole encyclopedia to them, the Pulcinellopedia. Dear, gaze atop bookshelves. And the walls? Walls exist only to scribble on. Here, categories make no sense. The organic meets the mechanical. Mineral become vegetal. Zoology merges with botany. Biology dissolves into mineralogy. Inert matter grows legs and walks away. Fantasy becomes reality and crosses generations. Teenagers love his drawings so much they tattoo them on their skin. At the heart of this huge carnival of playful madness, there is a secret alphabet, mute, seductive, impossible to decipher. Symbols traced on walls, their meaning feels almost within reach, yet always slips away, like the jokes life constantly plays on us. As Luigi never said start, he never said stop. It was his publisher, Ricci, again, who literally grabbed the last pages of the Codex from his desk to bring them to the printer. Luigi would never have stopped inventing creatures with tempera, watercolor, pencil, anything. And in fact, he never did. His imagination is endless. He continues to populate metro stations like the Mater Dei station in Naples, ceramics, television programs, carnival floats, the procession of Santa Rosalia, and of course new appendices of the Codex, because every true encyclopedia grows with every new edition. Sadly, this marvelous story now risks to come to an abrupt end in the worst possible way. Like in a warped fairy tale, the Knights of Malta, the actual owners of the building, are threatening eviction. But this isn't just an apartment. It's a work of art, an island world, an entire universe. Who would dare to evict it?